is Kevin with Gun Storage Solutions, and I'm here to talk about bolting down your safe using our new product, Safe Savers. The reason you want to do it is you want to get your safe up off the concrete or whatever floor you have if moisture is coming up. Because that moisture, especially in the spring, will come up, get into the walls of your safe, and then it's hard to get it out, even if you're using different dehumidifiers. So, first thing, I'll just go through the tools. A level would be helpful. Of course, a hammer drill with a bit, masonry bit. Line-up tool, I'll show you that, try that. And of course your anchor of some sort, you can go to the hardware store and get that. If you want to do it yourself, a flat bar is really probably just about the only thing you need as far as moving the safe. But I'll show you a couple of tips here how you can do it without using that, just by using leverage. And believe it or not, a little soapy water will help you move the safe. I'll show you how to move the safe across the concrete. This is about a 600-pound safe, and I can move it myself. All right, so the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to check the floor for level. A lot of times when they pour the floors along the wall, there'll be some unevenness. So we're checking here, and this looks pretty darn good. So you have a choice here. You can use 4 Safe Savers, or you can, if it's real rough, you can just use the tripod method. So you have one in the back and one on each side here. And that will get your base set a lot easier. And I really have never had any problem doing it that way. So we're going to move the safe over here, and I'm going to show you an easy way to move the safe if you need to move it. I'm going to take some soapy water. This is simple green here, but anything will work. And I'll just spray a little bit on the floor. So there, we have the safe in about the right place to install it. That's about where I want it. Maybe a little bit more back. Okay, so there's a couple of different ways we can do this. We can do it with the flat bar, if you have it by yourself, or what we can do is we can open, if you have an assistant, we can open the door on the safe, open the door, tilt the safe a little bit just by putting pressure on the door, and that'll tilt the back on. And I'll illustrate that real quick. So just by pulling on the door like this gently, somebody can slide the safe saver underneath there. Okay, so we've decided where we want to place the safe. We've decided the floor is pretty level, so we're going to go with the 4 corners. I'm going to go 2 layers of safe savers. You don't have to do that. You can just use 1. But we're going to try that and see. Sometimes the safes, the bottoms of the safe aren't level, so sometimes you need to shim that a little extra. So that's the nice thing about the Safe Savers is you can put an extra one in if it's not level to shim it. So I've got my my hammer drill here. I've got the masonry bit, and I just wanted to mention that you want to have a bit that is considerably longer than the anchor. When you drill in, you want to make sure you get all the powder out of there. So if you have a vacuum, or it'd be better if you had some kind of an air line you can stick down there and blow it out. One thing to remember, if you put your safe savers in first and you get that up off the ground, the safe up off the ground, when you're drilling, the dust will go between the safe and the floor. Otherwise, it has nowhere to go but come all the way into the safe, and it'll get pretty dusty inside the safe. No big deal, but just something to remember. So, I'm just going to go in a couple of things here. Now, I'm going to take this rid of this for now, and I'm going to take this anchor, and I've drilled a pilot hole. Now this safe didn't have holes in it, but just for this demonstration I went ahead and drilled a hole in it. And so you probably have 2 or 4 holes in your safe. So just take this anchor, stick it in that hole. Okay, so now we're going to try and locate that anchor. There it is. And we want to get these parallel with the wall. You want your weight on these thinner walled safes. You want to have it right on the edge there. So there's one there, and just work it over here. Slide this in here. Find your... Okay, so we've got our shims all in place, and we're just going to test it here to see if it's level. And it's not. We have a little bit of play in it, so I'm going to take this extra. This is why we give you, instead of just 4 shims, we give you 6 in the package. So if you have a problem like this, actually that's not even touching there, see that? We're going to just place this one on top and give it a little bit of boost here. Slide that in, and now that is firm there. I think we've got a project done. So now we go ahead and we drill our holes, just torque in the anchors, and your project's done. Shouldn't take too long. If you have any questions, you're always welcome to give us a call, and we'd love to talk to you. Let us know, take a picture, send it in to us, and we'll post it. And of course, we would never tell your name, but appreciate you watching.